All right, so I'm going to talk about resonance. Resonance is revenue, the joyful posture of the new era salesperson. Now, this may be new to you if you're in sales. Everyone's in sales at some level. If you're working with a business, you have your own, you started your own venture, you are a literal marketing person, whatever it may be, you're involved in sales at some level. Now, I wouldn't say that everyone is a salesperson. I would say that everyone is working towards or is a master at something in their genre that they love to do. They're working towards it, they're refining it, they're developing it, or they are literally walking in that blueprint. So today I wanted to share a little more on the salesperson of the new era, and that is resonance. Resonance is literal revenue in this time. Where before, grind, hustle, all of those things, they may have worked for a time and they still do to a degree, but you're going to find yourself more increasingly frustrated because it's just not going to have the grace for it in the future. So what is resonance when it pertains to revenue? Picture anyone in sales. If that's you, whether you sell clothes, you're part of a marketing firm, you're a content creator, you sell cars, you sell relational sales in selling a lifestyle, whatever it is. Think of your day and how you start that day. Are you feeling pressure because you have to meet a certain quota? Are you feeling like, hey, you know what, I just can't, Mary Kay, maybe you're a Mary Kay person and you've got to keep that level up, baby. You got to keep it up. And if you don't, they're going to knock you down, and then everybody's going to look at you and say, why didn't you meet the quota? What's going on, girl or guy? And then you're just like, I got to keep grinding it out. Got to keep begging family, friends, relatives, the dogs, the cats, the iguanas, everybody under the sun to get it done so that I can keep that district level, or I can keep that manager level, whatever level it is that you're trying to achieve, and make the money and get all the gold jewelry and everything else. But how does that make you feel? Do you sleep well at night, or you have this underlying anxiety? I know you got some underlying anxiety under there with the subconscious programming. It happens with everyone. Whether we want to admit that or not, you may enjoy what you're doing, but the pressure to sell, that is dissolving in light of this awakening that we're in. Trust me, I'm gonna say this all the time because I really believe this is true, and there's many others that are saying it around the world. Something has shifted with Gen Z. Something has shifted with the new generation where they're not they don't want to hustle and grind anymore because they saw what it did to all the older peeps like you and I. And they're like, nah, there's a better way of doing this. There's a higher resonance. And I'm going to talk about that. So think about this. Resonance invites, pressure repels. When somebody comes in to buy something from you, or whether it's online, doesn't matter, whatever you do to sell, what are they feeling? Do they feel at home? Do they feel relaxed? Do they have a sense of, wow, this person's really urgent, they must want to meet their quota this month? Do they feel that way? Or do they feel like, okay, I can trust this person because we're just having a casual conversation and it just came up, and then they just said, hey, this is what I do, and whether you like it or not, hey, that's up to you, no pressure. Then the person that is listening to your quote unquote pitch is not feeling the pressure. So there's an authentic quality, authentic resonance coming out of you. The tone, the pitch, everything that your voice and your body is saying is unpressurized. And everybody loves that kind of salesperson. Believe me. There's a few people that are salespeople that love the grind and the pitch and like, give it to me. Just give it to me straight and give it to me hard. There's like pitch me all day long kind of thing, because it gives them fire in their egoic structure that is actually crumbling and fading and dissolving in light of the new Edenic era that we've entered in, where there's no pressure, it's all authenticity. And then they're just like, oh, it's a match. Okay, there's two salespeople just having a good time with their egos clashing over there. Or or humming or in rhythmic flow together, however you want to say it. But resonance invites. What does that mean? Resonance. When I resonate with authenticity, the greater part of who I already am, then it is saying sale. It's flashing sale. It's already made the sale because authenticity showed up and flooded the room with relaxation and non-pressure. And authenticity is the highest frequency on the scale of the frequency chart. David Hawkins, look it up. Authenticity, then love. So if you have love, you love what you do, and it's intertwined with you being the authentic you. There's no more fakery. People are tired of fake. Fake is over today, in case you hadn't noticed. So they're resonating with the authentic you, the relaxed you, the joyful you. Joy is the resonance that brings in revenue every single time. Have you noticed that? When you go to a trade show, when you go to a store, when you're visiting a farmer's market, when you're at the airport, it doesn't matter where you're at. Who lights up the room and who do most people gravitate towards? The one that's in a good mood, the one that's joyful, the one that's singing, the one that's humming, the one that is safe. A safe salesperson will get the sale every single time over the needy and the wanty salesperson that is resonating urgency out of deficiency and out of a quota that most people cannot meet. So they just say, next, you didn't get the quota this time. We'll just hire the next person. Listen to this. Offer the tune, not the trumpet. Offer the tune. Offer the hum and the melody. Hey, you know, you're just humming along through your day and you're like, oh man, my life is good today. I just love what I do. I'm just enjoying this today. I'm just enjoying my life. When you're offering the tune through your body, whether that's literal humming or not, you're just humming on the inside. You're just singing along on the inside when you offer tune and not the trumpet blast. Look, there are really annoying people in the mall. And I know this because my wife tells me and other people have told me about makeup. And oftentimes it's from a certain country where the salespeople are out in front of that makeup place in the mall. And they're like, hey, you have beautiful hair. You have beautiful, hey, come on over here. Come here. Come on, no, come on. They're just like, no, I don't have time. Come on, no, look, it's free. And then they reel in the gullible ones, reel in the ones that can't say no, the empaths usually. And then they're in there selling them all their product after they get them in the chair, and it really wasn't free, was it? So the era, the day of forced, pressurized sales, egoic sales is over. It really is over. It's just that the body's trying to catch up. It's over in the quantum field. It's over in the spirit field. But the body's trying to catch up. So you're going to have some residue lingering in those places in the mall or the used car sales or whatever it is that are still going to grind. They're still going to hustle. They're still going to try to force you to do something. But everybody's onto it now because they've awakened a little bit more to this idea and this truth that we don't need to be forced and pressured anymore to buy anything. Presence is the product. Remember that. Presence is the product. So when you show up in your presence of authenticity, when you show up in the real you, relaxed and playful and joyful, that resonance of joy goes out and looks at the person right between the eyes and they're like, there's a safe person. I want to go see what they have to offer. Think about the joyful artist, the joyful designer, the joyful sourdough bread maker at the market. And they're just like hanging out, having a sample. They're offering free samples and they're not pressurizing you. You're just like, oh man, this tastes so good. I want to give me 5 loaves, buddy. Yeah, that's what you want to do, don't you? So I hope that helps. That's what's coming. That's what's upon us. And we'll see you on the next one.